G'day, I'm Mark Rothfield from Club Marine TV, and today we're aboard the Riviera 64 Sports Motor Yacht. She's high, she's wide, she's handsome, she's packed with features. Base price is around $3.5 million, but you get a lot of boat for your money. Let's take a look. As the name suggests, this is a sports motor yacht, and the sport starts right here. Great cockpit setup for fishing. You've got a plumb bait tank. You also got the option of a game chair. Fantastic design as well for just general activities like paddleboarding. At the end of the day, you've got a barbecue and grab a cold beer or a champagne out of this fridge. We're now in the mezzanine section of the boat. It's spacious, it's private, it's protected, and very, very comfortable. On the starboard side is this great area with a bar table that quickly becomes a full-size dinette table. Huge lounge area. Opposite, we have the port settee, which can convert into a double bed. You can really see people spending lots of time out here. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. When you're on a boat that's designed for long-term living, you need a large kitchen, and you also need the sort of features that you're likely to find at home. The first thing you notice about this boat is a full upright fridge. Also has twin freezers below there. There's a Miele dishwasher. Miele also provide the induction stove and microwave. I love the fact you've got twin sinks, plenty of space to prepare meals, even have your garbage container nearby. The drawers have been well set up, there's lots of them. Even the overhead lockers have storage, and you notice recesses for the cups, plates, everything like that, so nothing rattles when you're aboard this boat. Now, I'm no master chef, but I reckon even I could cook up a great meal in this boat and then serve it directly out the mezzanine. The space beneath the internal flybridge stairs can often be a bit of a problem for designers. Instead, Riviera's seen this as an opportunity to create more space. You're right opposite the galley, so it makes sense to have two more fridge drawers, a wine fridge built in, and plenty of storage for your glasses and your cups and everything else that's close to the galley. It's also got the C-Zone system where you can control all the onboard systems, as well as your controls for the gensets downstairs. Moving into the saloon, the TV rises about 40 centimetres to give you a good view from the nearby lounge. And my favourite feature on this boat is the splashback that turned into a feature light. At the end of the day, when you want a nice lounge to sit on, you're spoiled for choice in this boat. You've got two. To port is an L-shaped lounge with a coffee table, and here's your internal dinette. Every inch of space is used for storage aboard this boat. Slide out drawers are one of the many features aboard. Another feature of the sports motor yacht concept is a pantograph door, which ties in the saloon to the foredeck. I'm with Chris Attard, the sales director of Riviera, on the foredeck, one of the great socialising areas of the 64. Chris, can you talk us through some of the features of this area?
Yeah, thanks Mark. It's a very popular area actually. It is something that people are really enjoying as a special feature for getting out in the sun, and we also have the option of putting a shade sail across the top, which we call a Euro awning, which clips to the brow of the boat here, and we have some carbon fibre poles that clip into the front here, and it creates a shade and a bit more protection as well. But if you're day like today and you want to get a bit of sun in the middle of winter, it's actually a beautiful area.
Yeah, and you notice innovations everywhere you look, not just in the fender storage, but even up front. There's no bowsprit, everything's nicely integrated, good size wells, everything seems to be really well designed. Let's start here in this full beam master suite. Incredible. First thing you notice how high it is down here. Built for tall people.
Yes.
Also gets fantastic view. You're actually quite low to the water, and so you get these fantastic views out these windows. Drawers in light. There's also drawers everywhere you look. Under the chaise lounge, hanging lockers.
Yeah, well, you know, it's about creating all of that storage for everyone's belongings, and we've got hanging space, got plenty of drawers to put your clothes away and stow your belongings away, and it's about making it feel very comfortable. It really is, and feeling very homely, very spacious.
Let's go and have a look at the bathroom.
Yeah, sure. As you can see, it's well appointed. It's a great size. You know, fantastic shower space. Well appointed with we've got glass here, we're at the water level again, a bit like the master cabin, and it looks fantastic as well.
In the forward cabin, the VIP cabin, call it what you will, it's massive. You've got a huge amount of headroom once again right forward in the boat. Great beam, great airiness coming in through the ports. And again, this boat's finished in a beautiful glossy walnut finish. Satin is an option, you can also have oak, but again, it's a really nice, tasteful finish. Talk to us about the rest of the layout.
Well, you know, beyond this forward cabin, we've got another two after me. We've got a double bunk cabin, which is fantastic for teenagers and kids and whatnot. But also you've got a side-by-side bed arrangement on the port side of this boat as well, with the ability of those two beds coming together to make into a double bed as well. And it also has its own separate head, which becomes the main day head for the vessel as well.
Amazing engine room, full headroom down here. You know, they've got big diesels down here as well, but still plenty of service access. And for boat number one, it's amazing how well it's fitted out. You know, talk us through some of the features.
It is, Mark. We've got two big MAN V12 engines, 1550 horsepower, as you mentioned earlier on. We're running through a V-drive system, C-Torque shaft system, supported by twin disc, do a fantastic job. We've got two generators. We have a 22 kVA genset, 22.5 kVA and 11 kVA genset as an optional backup genset. There's a lot happening in this engine room, but yet everything is super serviceable.
This is boat number one out of the mould, and it's currently doing a journey down the east coast of Australia. In the absence of boat shows, it's stopping over at ports all the way along. Accordingly, Riv's thrown quite a few options at this demo boat. One of them being a Helm Station on the overhang. Moving forward, this moulding also includes a wet bar. You've got the Corian bench tops, sink, fridge underneath. You haven't got to go very far to get a drink on this boat, nor do you have to go far to drink it. Beautiful little table set up here, overlooking the stern cockpit. Table folds out, and you've got a perfect view as you cruise along the coast. There's a moulding aft, which is set up for a safety cell, or you could put your PFDs, your life rafts, everything there. It just shows the blue water nature of this boat. It's a serious ocean boat, so you're going to need that. Teak line cockpit floor, hopper window, again, everything flows through. Even though you're up in the upper level, it flows through, the same as it does downstairs. Let's go and have a look at the flybridge. Even the ottoman can convert into a coffee table. Another sign that the designers of Riv have thought of everything. And as you look forward, you've got the twin helm seats, giving you that great view, facing forward, and there's a lounge to starboard. So you can have 3 or 4 people up here, enjoying the view, talking, and keeping the skipper company as you drive along. The view through these windows is spectacular, and so is the way this boat's finished. The construction, the craftsmanship, and the elegance that's up here has to be seen to be believed. You're flying first class in this flybridge. It's high above the water, it's perfectly sealed, great ventilation up here, and a great view through the window. The other thing you notice, just how quiet this boat is. We're in idle at the moment, and you couldn't hear a thing. Just moving into gear now, incredible efficiency with this boat. When you're doing just basically above idle, 900 revs, you're good for 8.9 knots, which gives you a range of 1,000 nautical miles going up the coast. And this boat's designed for that. Obviously, when you're offshore, you want to go a bit quicker. I'd like about 25 knots, and again, you're in that comfort zone. Push down the throttles, they're synchronised, and off you go. You feel that immediate kick in, and suddenly, right now, we've gone from 9 knots to 18 knots, 22, 23. It's climbing like a sports car. And again, the hull stays flat the whole time through this. It's got the auto trim on, so really you need to just set your course, set the throttles, and off you go. And it really handles well. It responds incredibly precisely in the turns. This boat carries 6,500 litres. It's got the twin wing tanks, and it's also got an underfloor tank beneath the engine room. At top speeds, you're probably drinking about 600 litres per hour for the 2 engines. Mid-range though, it's more like that 350 mark, which is really affordable for a boat this size. It is incredibly efficient, and that's what you know. You're getting a lot of miles for your bucks. A lot of the 64s are being ordered by Riviera owners who are coming up from smaller boats. And you think it might be a bit intimidating at times to berth a 45-tonne boat that sits high out of the water. But the systems on board this boat have made it so easy that any couple can do it. All you do, bring throttles back into neutral. You see 2 green lights, so you know you're in neutral. Push the thruster button. After 3 seconds holding it down, that's engaged. You hear a click, and now you have fingertip control over this boat. Left, right, and then straight forward. You can also twist the boat purely by spinning through it. And I'm told that anyone can do it. I think the hardest thing about this boat test will be giving the keys back at the end of the day. When you're offshore, you just want to go. You can see tropical islands and palm trees in this boat's future. It was designed as a blue water cruiser with long-term livability. Everything about the boat, the way it functions, the way it performs, the way it can accommodate a number of people aboard in that saloon, you just want to keep going. Riv is renowned for its build quality, and after 40 years of boat building, I'm not surprised, but I'm really proud of this boat. It's an Australian boat that would sit proudly anywhere in the world. I'm Mark Rothfield, reporting for Club Marine TV. Thanks for watching.